Welcome to the B2B Morning Zoo with Nate and Jay. I'm Jay. That's Nate, whatever side he's on. Today we're going to be talking about some personal news. We're going to get into some funky job titles, and then we're going to talk to Chris Halbig from Simple Syllabus about small business marketing. I'm just going to get right to it. This has been an issue that's been heavy on my mind for quite a while. I haven't had a real job in probably more than 6 months, and it's getting dire. Now, I was furloughed from a job in March of 2020, thinking that I was still going to have a job. I still got on unemployment, and then I was officially laid off in June of 2020.
And if I remember correctly, you've been a recruiter most of your career, but you made a pivot to the data analysis field, correct?
That's right. I tried to make a pivot. Let's say that. I wasn't really doing any data analysis. I never really got a shot at doing it because I didn't work at that place for very long. But yes, I was a recruiter for a staffing agency for the better part of 15 years and wanted to leave that behind for what I assumed were going to be greener pastures. But you can't predict a pandemic, apparently. So here we are today. What's wild is I'd never been on unemployment before. And the government passed all this stuff about pandemic unemployment assistance, so I was basically getting double payments. I had more money than I know what to do with during that time. I bought a computer. That was like the only extravagant purchase I did because I knew money was going to get tight. Now at the beginning of this year, 2021, a lot of those unemployment benefits have ended for a lot of people. I was able to find a job that's going to keep me in the house. It's not going to necessarily do anything for my career, but now I'm getting laid off from that one too. So it's just one thing after another in this cycle of, I've been laid off from 4 jobs. Did I ever tell you that?
I don't. I know this movie to a degree. I think from 2005, the span of 2005 to 2009, I lost my income something like 4 to 6 times. None of them were from a firing.
Wow.
So I feel you,
man. So I've been trying to placate my brain with some really bad television to keep my mind off of it. This started out as the family watching My 600-Pound Life, and
yeah.
It just got so depressing. We had to stop. I mean, just these poor people that, have other horrible people, and so many horrible things have happened to them that they can't, get control of their lives. So we stopped watching that. And then I started watching this show called Alone, which is basically 10 contestants are dropped into the wilds of Canada and basically say, good luck. Here you go. Here's a shovel. I was excited about that at first. First of all, I hate reality television, but I really got into this one. And then it slowly became more apparent that I was watching The Hunger Games, because when they talked to all of these people, they were all there to escape a cycle of poverty. All of them just wanted the money so that they could do something for their family because they're all broke. And they thought that going out and starving in the wild was the best thing that they could do to help their families out. Is this where we're at, like, as a society now?
That's at some point, the show Cops, which started in the late 80s. Used to watch it for a while, and after 5 years, it's like, who am I to feast on this parade of human failure?
Oh, man.
And absolutely feel you. We also hit that same arc with Toddlers and Tiaras.
Oh God. I couldn't bring myself to watch that. I had been known to watch a Cops marathon on January 1st, extremely hungover from time to time. But they canceled that show, I thought, when at the height of the BLM movements, then quietly brought it back. I think those sneaky bastards brought it back, right?
Yeah. It is. I think that's what I read as well. And interesting, though, I think there's a twist on this genre that you might enjoy, and that is there's a new show, and it's just going to feature Elon Musk in the middle of a football stadium filled with people. And those things at sports games they use to shoot the T-shirts?
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt gun. Yeah.
Except he's got twin compressor-fed ones, and they're all filled with 16-ounce Campbell's Chunky Soup. And and he just sprays 360 degrees, and you might get some soup.
He's going to feed us all. Wait, does it shoot the can or the actual soup? Do I have to open my mouth?
If you can, if you want to open your mouth, I want to see the pictures after, because yeah, it's the can.
Oh my God. I'm going to get all sorts of hepatitis.
You're going to get hepatitis at near supersonic speeds.
Sweet. Hey, we're going to come back in the next segment with title vomit. Are you ready for that, Nate?
Let's get some cool job titles. I think that might bring our spirits up.
All right. Welcome back, Nate and Jay, B2B Morning Zoo. Right now, we're talking about titles, job titles, in a segment we like to call Title Vomit. These are actual job titles that we've seen on either LinkedIn or resumes or out in the wild somewhere. So these are real. First, I'd like to say here, I'm gonna bring this up right now. The word guru is thrown around a little too loosely. I don't know the exact meaning or where the word guru came from, but I think that's one that we're allowed to retire here in 2021. It's I feel like it was co-opted from something that doesn't mean what we use it for, and I'd like to put that one to bed if we could.
And not only that, and I had an old buddy who said it got to the point where people, in an attempt to self-launch a personal brand, would come out of the gates calling themselves gurus. And that's one of the things, like, if people start saying it about you, cool. Let the market tell you when you're a guru. Don't spring out of the ground with your 4 months of watching influencers and trying to copy them that you are also a guru, because you ain't.
Right. Just stop, guys. Stop. Okay. All right. Let's get into the first one, though. Back-end wizard. So in my recruiter days,
right now.
Unfortunately, this has nothing to do with Dungeons and Dragons, and fortunately, it has nothing to do with white supremacy groups. In my recruiter days, I saw this a number of times for, like Java developers who would make basically the guys that make the stuff that no one sees behind the applications, right? They like to fashion themselves as the heavy hitters of the industry, and to some extent that they are. Most of them just copy and paste code from Stack Overflow. These guys are wizards at Googling, I think is what they are, right?
So are these the kind of people who would have something like, LAMP on their resume and such?
LAMP entails a front end too. It's like these guys.
But I know.
Yeah, LAMP entails they know how to, create something that's nice looking. And generally these guys are just writing spaghetti code on the back end that, might work. Every once in a while it does, and they get to keep their job.
I think in D&D, a back-end wizard would be someone who's absolutely useless most of the campaign, but manages to finally cast one spell at the conclusion, which turns things in your favor.
Bro, I think that's my class in real life.
At least you got a specialty.
Right. All right, up next. Thematic strategist. Nathan, tell me about this one.
Oh, the thematic.
There's a personal story that we're going to explore, I think, for you later. But let's talk about this one.
Thematic strategist. This is just, and people probably, thematic strategist was the title of the person quoted in a few weeks ago. Deutsche Bank had a group of analyst geniuses who released a paper that said the way to help out government revenue shortfalls in the COVID era was to tax remote workers more to make up for them. And you look at, and the person like going on record with this was a thematic strategist. And I was flummoxed. I'm like, yeah, that's the solution.
What's the theme? What's the theme of that? Being a butthole?
Yeah, the thematic strategist in this context, I would make it is somebody whose ultimate strategy is to look up at the skyline once more before the guillotine blade drops.
I think this is a title that like somebody on like House Hunters would have, just some made up kind of crap.
Yeah, I think they landed on that because you're right. It just sounds better than.
I'm the guy that's got to tell you the bad news.
And here's the theme. You're fired.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I want to explore that one later on down the road. I'd like to hear that story later, Nate.
Oh boy.
Yeah, here we go. Quantum technical writer.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you said this is real, right?
This is real. Yeah.
Okay.
I actually saw this. I'm not sure if that means that what they're writing has the potential to be very big or very small, not just in terms of length, but maybe in terms of size and dimension. I'm not certain if this means that their documents travel back in time to right the wrongs of the past. I don't know really what makes a technical writer quantum.
In my mind, that would mean a writer whose state can change without warning and whose whereabouts can never be precisely determined. In which case, I've been a quantum writer my whole life.
I think we all have been, especially in college.
Exactly. What did you do? I wrote a case, Schrodinger's landing page.
Yeah, bro, I drank a rack of Coors and a paper came out. I don't know what happened.
Anything could happen in that box, bro.
Yeah, quantum technical writer. All right, coming up next, content druid.
Yes. So we have content wizards. Again, it's all about niching, right? A lot of wizards out there, so you got to be a specialty wizard, and a content druid can sort of keep your strategy anchored by holding one hand aloft and keeping the other on a mossy rock. I think, and drawing content strategy straight from the gods and goddesses of the earth.
Wow, how do you get that job?
I don't know. I need to watch the Two Towers again. That's where I'm, and I think somewhere in the dialogue with the Ents is sort of the key to how I'm visualizing this.
All right, I gotta change my resume up. I wonder, can the content druid like assume the form of a bear, and then all of a sudden your website search engine optimization is like better?
Oh, absolutely. And if you don't mind the profusity or profusion of strange pagan and Gaelic symbols in the office place, a content druid could serve you well.
Wow, they come with their own wingdings. Awesome. All right, I think we got one more. Oh yeah, this is Nate's retirement plan. Tequila activation specialist.
I saw this the other day, Jay, and I was filled with despair knowing that I pissed my life away when I could have been this whole time a tequila activation specialist. Now, in what way do you activate it? It's unsure to me, but show me some tequila. I will activate.
I feel like I studied really hard for this in college, and I didn't know that that was a viable career path that I could go down. I mean, I probably could have gotten at least a minor. Somebody wants that.
I know. I'm feeling like actually having those credentials might even be able to get you out of an arrest.
Maybe we could get honorary degrees.
Why not? Trump has a couple, and I don't even think he went to the main school. He said he around at Wharton for a while.
Oh man. Our guest is going to be able to tell us maybe which colleges we can apply to, because Chris does syllabus software for like very prestigious universities.
I'm looking forward to his guidance in that regard.
Yeah. All right. That was Title Vomit. Stay around. We're going to be talking to Chris Halbig from Simple Syllabus here in a moment. Hey, this is Nate and Jay here with Chris Halbig. He is the owner, proprietor, president, CEO of Simple Syllabus, a syllabus management company based out of Florida. Chris, thanks for being with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We're all about marketing and tearing it down here. So I wanted to ask you, as a small business in a very niche market, how do you guys go about actually branding and marketing yourselves to potential or current customers?
So I think the main thing we do is we try to target our marketing using things like conferences and email as well. And we do some webinars. So we'll have a distribution list of individuals that work in the industry and some of the departments that would be stakeholders. So we would send them some email campaigns, and the main thing we're trying to get them to do is to sign up for a webinar, or sign up for a personalized demonstration, something along those lines. And we did go to a lot of conferences back in the day when that was the thing you could do. That's not so much anymore. So a lot of those have moved virtual, and we've had some success from the virtual conferences as well.
Like actually presenting, like having a booth at a conference or something?
Yeah. So we would have a booth at a conference on a trade show, and we would do some presentations as well. And then on the virtual conferences, which Luckily for me, I'm on the dev side, so I don't have to do this so much. But my understanding is how that's laid out is there will be almost like a virtual booth that you have, and someone can go into that booth and check out some of your material. And while they're there, there's like an interaction portion where they can actually talk to one of our account executives.
So you can actually add booth babe to your many job titles as well then.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Awesome.
definitely something that they brought me along for, is for the looks.
Very, very cool. Right on. Nate, what do you think?
I have a applied question for Chris, and that is, Chris, I'm actually in the process of trying to get my own school accredited with the state. I was kind of inspired by your, let's super niche this model. And I noticed there are a lot of schools out there that focus on telekinesis. So my school is telekinesis, strictly focused on the arts of defenestration, that is moving objects through windows or out of windows with your mind, like being able to shove a baby grand outside of like a 2-foot window. That's like one of the things we do. Where would I get started if I needed y'all for a syllabus?
I would certainly go to our website, simplesyllabus.com, and you can get some material there and fill out some forms and contact us.
Man, what does that user story look like?
Indeed, yeah. I'm curious what the use cases are for that.
Piano
apart
out
from
of
moving-
window. I mean, what more do you need? Piano out of window.
That's one of the advanced courses. There's going to be a lot of courses. Like first, it's easy, like, sit there and like throw a banana out a window. And that's like 101 stuff. But there's going to be like a lot of courses. We're testing 3 instructors for their telekinetic abilities. I need to be able to get them all on their various. I think one actually just might be homeless and just told me he was telekinetic.
Dude, he threw you that can at your head. I saw him.
Okay.
He threw it with his mind or his arm?
No, with his arm. Yeah.
Oh,
Like
well, that's a bummer.
there was no mind control involved there at all.
Okay, so I have 2 professors then, and I need to be able to coordinate with them for all the advanced courses. How do I sort of get them going the fastest?
Well, I would involve definitely a lot of windows, so you can incorporate that into your process there. I have a question though. With the windows, are you able to open the windows with your mind as well, or is it just moving things through the windows?
Stop. That's a whole different school.
I have to rethink my model.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Mm-mm. We got to generate we're going to have to get like 5 more licenses for someone to open the window and then move the piano out of the window. And then what if they want to move back in?
You think I would have thought about this before. I'm embarrassed, frankly. And I withdraw my business model and my question.
Oh, Nate, it's okay, dude. We'll get you on Shark Tank, man.
I'll defend
just got to refine it a little more.
Yeah, right. Chris, in the interest of transparency for our viewers, I do have to say that your mom is downstairs making breakfast in my kitchen right now. And that's not a lie.
That sounds pretty nice.
She's really here. For everybody that doesn't know, Chris's sister is my significant other. I just want to say that. And his mom really is in my house right now.
I wish someone's mom was in my house.
Just hold up, dude. I'll make a phone call. Hang on.
I was about to say, I wish she was in my house making me breakfast.
No, it's kind of slow. Let's get some moms going around here.
Oh, I've been blocked. Oh, never mind. Chris, thanks for being on the B2B Morning Zoo with Nate and Jay. If you want to find out anything more about Simple Syllabus, please go here and take a look. But don't reach out to Chris. He doesn't want you to talk to him. So
I don't talk to people. This is a rare exception for me.
Well, thanks for talking to us at least, man.
Ditto.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Adios, Chris.
All right, guys, this has been B2B Morning Zoo, episode 2 with Nate and Jay. Don't forget to check out Simple Syllabus for all your syllabus needs. Nate, what do you got for us?
Well, this here's a little ditty I made for all you fellow work-at-homers who might be at home demoralized, unshaven, and faced with the unenviable task of having to evaluate some real sus lunch meat. How's it going now? It's ham, old ass ham. This ain't new ham, it's old ass ham. Now having new ham would be the optimal plan, but today I'm going with the ham at hand. Ham, you don't like my ham? You can go to town for store-bought ham, but careful, ma'am, there's lots of scams. You might buy some of that counterfeit ham. Label says Jean-Claude Van Ham might come from a dog or a bat or a lamb. And 1 second.
Hey, is
Yeah.
everything okay?
Yeah,
Nate?
yeah, I got to sing about ham for work. Can't you use the downstairs bathroom? But this is where I keep my work ham. Oh, all right, I'm coming, bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, it happened again. Okay. All right, thanks.